Hello everyone, and how are you doing for Sunday? Uh, it's going all good here. I'm very good. My phone has just gone up with crazy messages. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How's everyone going? I'm doing okay this week. Let's get to some of the messages. Hi Jay, yeah, everything's good here. I hope everything's well with you. And Bergs as well. Evening, how's it all going? So, yeah, what's been going on this week? Not a lot on my end. I've got a pile of shame, is what I'm going to call it now. So I've got loads of stuff to be getting on with. Just haven't been motivated, to be perfectly fair, this week. I'm hoping next week I'm going to be. I've still got some content, still got some alien builds to go on. I've got to get on with my Robocop and more Alien. And the other ones as well that I've got here. This week, it's issue 2 of the Disney Dollhouse. So yeah, so that's coming this week. So keep an eye out for that one. Hiya, how's it all going? And John as well. Hiya. I thought it was Friday. It feels like that. Hi Neil. And DS Models, hiya, how's it all going? Yeah, so I've not been really motivated this week. I'm hopefully got some things turning up from Eagle Moss tomorrow that they've sent me. So they'll be reviewed on the channel. I'm hoping to get some more Robocop done, probably not this week, probably be next now. And then that will just go straight on Patreons and then released as and when on my YouTube channel. Yeah, got the other issue of the all right, Dan, how's it going, meow Mark? And hi Mark, that's my hand, sorry about that. Mark, how's it going? Yeah, so the Disney Dollhouse, well, obviously Kirsty's going to be doing that. I've got some other things as well. Tomorrow they release loads of Star Trek stuff tomorrow. So if anyone doesn't know, I'm a massive Star Trek fan, and they're releasing loads of images of upcoming stuff like toys. Well, they're just going mad. This is the year of Star Trek, really. They've got 5 new series coming out this year, and they've got toys, collectibles, well, everything, literally everything. So I'm going to pick up loads of that and review it on the channel as well. Pile of Shame is only 52 stages. Yeah, I've got Enterprise, Dodge Charger, Alien. You know, I've got everything, but I've just not had the time or really the motivation, because it's the filming it and then it's the editing afterwards. It does take a bit of time, and I just haven't been bothered really this week. It's really bad. I should be really getting on that. And I released a video today about some Playmobil stuff that I found out about, because they do very well on my channel. Yeah. Hi Chris, how's it going? Yeah, so I've not really done much this week, but I did get some stuff in from, so about, I'm going back now, probably about 15 years ago, I used to run and own a company that sold sort of collectibles and action figures and stuff like that. I still have my my wholesaler accounts with the company, and they sent me this week, which is nice. They sent me a load of little bits, actually, just telling me on what's coming out. I still got it, and I've been debating about doing it again, but the reason I stopped it before was because with competition, people could, you know, it was just a price thing. It just priced me out. And I've seen that actually creeping in slowly again with a lot of people closing up shop as well because of prices. I know some people actually in the industry have been outpricing themselves, so they've been selling cheaper than they can get in. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. But yeah, I've got this one, which is Super 7. Do you know what the Super 7 figures are? They're like the little figures like that, and these are all the upcoming ones they've got coming out. Back to the Future, there, loads of Back to the Future ones coming out. Aliens as well, little Newt. So this came Turtles as well, Turtle sets. What else they got here? Horror one, and like a music one as well. So we've got Iron Maiden and things like that there. And then all of the ones that they do, if you've ever seen them, they're the little tiny little plastic figures that they sell. They're quite popular, actually. I know how you feel. Lost my mojo with technical hatch. I had things going on. Yeah, it happens. I was saying this to Mark on Mark's channel. He was worried. This is the one thing I've had time away from YouTube because it gets to you. I don't think anyone realizes there's a lot of time and effort is put into making videos, and yeah, it sort of gets you when you want to put content out. You just lose it. It's good to just step away, like I did a couple of years ago, last year, where I stepped away in the summertime for 3 months, which I'm going to do again this year. It's just nice to have a breather away from everything. It's just nice to just let it go for a minute and not worry as much. Yeah, also as well, I've got this one. They do key rings and all that sort of stuff. Actually, some of the stuff in here is quite nice. So you got stuff like that. Nice President Loki set there. So these are the sets I can get. And I'm going to be doing a lot of 1/6 scale stuff. So we're going to be doing kit brush ones and buying some Hot Toys and stuff like that. These are 3-0. This is where I get my high-end Transformer collectibles from. But they do other things as well. So you got, whoop, there we go. We've got the Power Rangers there, 1/6 scale, and Terminator figures there. Rambo, Walking Dead, Stranger Things. Then you got my best bits, the Transformers. I've shown on the channel before, and one that I really like, but I'm a bit funny on the price on this one, and that set as well. You can get them separate or together, and that is really nice. That's the DLX range, so it's about that high, the Hulkbuster, and then you can actually put the figure in and out of it, which is really nice. Yes, yeah, that is very, very true as well. Yeah, I know you're talking about. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I lost mine over Eagle Moss cancelling and model space disappearing, plus winter depression and pandemic. Yeah, it all gets you. It's just nice to just step away and not work. And I've done this. This is why I have done really nothing. I've been working. We've been out doing stuff, and with working and everything else, one thing you got to set it up. Take even if you have a desk, it's still a setup, and then there's the sort of processing time and the editing and all of that. It all takes time. So that's why I said to my wife this week, yeah, all of your different appointments, all the kids stuff as well, because we homeschool our kids. So there's all of that as well. So that, yeah, it's just sometimes I think I've got some content on YouTube. I've got some stuff. I've got alien stuff on there and some other bits that I need to release. So it's not like I haven't got anything on there. It's just that I haven't done anything this week to add to that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, for YouTube takes a lot of time and effort, and it's not always appropriate for it. Yeah. Hi Dee, how's it going? I've got a job for a few months, but yeah, it's just nice to step away, just take a breather, really. And I've got so much stuff. I know it would all get done. Everything will get done. I'll have a week where I will just polish everything off in one go, and the content will go on YouTube. Like I said, I've got content already on there. There's stuff already to be. If you're on a Patreon, you will know because you've already had that content. But that's all ready to go go public, so it's not like I haven't got anything. When I do the Alien and the Robocop, I tend to do it in like blocks and then release one every week. So I've got enough thing. And with the algorithm on YouTube, that works a lot better as well. Like I said, I'm doing more reviews on like figures and stuff like that. They're a lot quicker to video and edit than part works, and that's why I said, like I said, I was going to say was me and wife have decided that the part works that I'm doing at the moment, I'm going to video them exactly the way I'm videoing them right now. But if a new part work comes out, so there's a new Star Trek part work coming out, and if the Batmobile tumbler comes out and things like that, the way I video it, actually I'm going to do the same with the Enterprise build and the Ecto one. So instead of showing the whole process, because sort of like a 10-minute video can actually take like half an hour to do, and then it's all the editing and everything else, so it can actually take like a few hours. For a half-hour video, it can take a few hours to do. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to show you the parts that you get with the stages or the issues, and then show you the end result. So the bit in between the making sections and stuff like that, I'm not going to do. It just takes up too much time, and I've got loads of other stuff I want to do. So I'm just going to cut back slightly on that. There are loads and loads and loads of really, really good YouTubers that show that process. And I've also learned as well by going on YouTube and onto the algorithm that a 5-minute video is only watched about 3 minutes. Now, if I can cut that 2 minutes off of that, which is normally me screwing something in and editing it in some way, it makes it easier, and it means that more people are going to view my videos as well because they're smaller and more people are viewing them, the whole video instead of some. So it makes it all better, slightly. But that's what I'm going with. That will take the burden slightly off me, and it means that you might get more videos because I'll have more time doing stuff, if you know what I mean, instead of, you know, videoing the whole process. And like I said, there's loads of videos, World of Wayne, Mark, Alex Bills, all those video the whole thing. So it's good to have a smaller chunk, because some people come up and they've even messaged me on here and saying that they like, you know, they like it smaller. They want a video where it shows you the parts and then the end result. So, you know, you've got the wheel and the rim and that, and you show it. And then the next bit of the video is all put together, and this is what you end up at the end. But on my videos, a lot of my 5-minute videos or 10-minute videos are only viewed for about 4 or 5 minutes. So it's not even half. So people are skipping certain parts of my video, and I've got a funny feeling the bits that they're skipping is the build process in between, and they just want to see what you get in each stage and issue and the end result. I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on doing. But my other builds, the Alien, the Robocop, Dodge Charger, the Disney Dollhouse and things like that, I will show you the whole process. But any new builds that come out, I will obviously just show you that sort of thing. I don't have a desk set up for building, so it takes extra effort to convert. Yeah, exactly. I've got this, which is our breakfast bar, really. This is our breakfast bar. And I put the PlayStation on it and the telly, and I want the telly up here. So in a couple of months, it's going to end up here. It'll give me more room here as well. But yeah, I have a little table that I set up, and then I've got some ring lights that I set up as well. Like you say, it does take time to set all that up and pack it all away. That's why I like doing the Alien build and the Robocop build. That's why I get them in bulk, and then I can do each individual video and build it as I go along. And actually, I prefer doing the smaller ones, like the Robocop one I did last time, issue 5, which is just 2 bits screwed together. It's a much quicker video. But yeah, Mark, the good thing about your videos, Kev, is you keep it simple. Unlike me, who likes to put the balls and whistles. Yeah, some people do. Some people really, really like that. And there's a lot of good YouTubers like yourself. You know, there's Alex Builds, World of Wayne. There's loads. There's loads. John Model Builds as well, military ones. There's loads of channels that do that better than I could, much better. And I just want to be able to put content out, but I don't want to spend, you know, I think I've said to you before, you know, a half-hour video on you. Like if I put a 10-minute video up on YouTube of me building, say, part of the Enterprise, in actuality, it's probably took me 40 minutes to actually build it. But I edit it in the way where that's not the case. But then it's the processing after that, so you have to edit it. You have to go through the whole build, put little bits in, and you know what I mean. It all takes time. So like I said, like a 10-minute video has actually taken 40 minutes, and that's including the build and then all the processing and stuff like that. So just want to try and speed a lot of stuff up. So I often record for an hour and a half and spend all evening editing for 10-minute videos. Yeah, you're exactly, yeah. Really glad to move so I can have a desk and leave things set up as currently on a tiny table. End up with the wob. Yeah, it happens. It happens. We've all been there, you know. We have all been there. But I like the setup I've got now. I get my camera's on a tripod, and then my ring lights are on a tripod as well. And it's quite quick. I mean, on here, I do a lot of stuff on here. It's when the builds get bigger that I struggle. Even World of Wayne struggles to film stuff as stuff gets bigger. And it's all very well put in the little bits on here, but as it gets bigger, it takes up more and more room, and it becomes harder then to put it all together, sort of thing. But that's what I've been doing this week, getting stuff like that, nosying about as I do. I'm going to start getting some. I'm going to start reviewing, obviously the Star Trek stuff, but also Playmobil as well, because a friend of mine in the industry does all this as well. He does Playmobil, and he gets the preview guides. So these are the guides that they send out to wholesalers or to traders, and in it's got a load of stuff. So the new magazine that came out, it's got stuff in there for July, August, and September. And I've got the video went up today, and it's got a new Star Trek set coming out for them, and which looks like a mini, which is Mr. Bean basically. So you know, in Mr. Bean where he has the chair on top of the car and he's steering it, Playmobil bringing that set. And the reason I say that, and you probably go, Playmobil. My Playmobil videos that I do, which previews all this stuff, get like 7,000 views. It's insane. To put it in perspective, my part work alien that I get gets about 200 views. The preview Playmobil videos I put up get 6,000 views. So yeah, it's madness. It's absolute madness. Wobbly. I know what you meant. I'm looking at the palm, but it takes time, and the market is insane. Yeah, totally. More awesome build content coming from Kev. More wrestling stuff. Yeah, definitely. After seeing that Zach said on Insta, I think it's obvious Paige is back. I'm crying. Yeah, I don't know. That picture that he posted is an old picture. That picture there. It's an old picture. So we never know. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing this week. Not a lot. But yeah, next week I've got like I say, I've got stuff coming in from Eagle Moss, so they're going to be reviewed, put up. Monday, it's the Alien build going up. Wednesday, it's the Disney Doll's House, which my wife's doing. And then, like I said, I've got some other bits to review. So I've got stuff to review or preview the new Star Trek videos, stuff from Eagle Moss turning up. That's next week. And the week after, hopefully, I would have done this week coming. I would have filmed a lot of stuff to get put on YouTube for the following week. So that'll be Alien, RoboCop, and stuff like that. That's the plan. But all well-laid plans are always mucked up in some form or fashion. So you never know. In March, I am going to Harry Potter World. That's all booked in. So there is a video coming of that. So yeah, we're going to go whole hog. So we're going to dress up and go, and it's only up the road, and we're going to have a whale of a time. I'm going to film everything I do up there. So that'll be another video. So that'll be up in March sometime after I've been. I'm also going to take loads and loads of pictures of the Hogwarts Express there as well. Just so when that comes out, I've got a library of pictures from from the Harry Potter tour. But that's what I'm doing then. Hi, Kev. Any news on the Hogwarts Express? We're just talking about that. No. All I know is that it's coming out. It is coming. At this point, I got a funny feeling it's down to licensing, which is the same problem we had with Terminator build. So the Terminator took, I think it was about 18, 20 months to come out from test, and it was supposed to be 12 months, but they had a lot of problems with licensing. So when they do these test runs, they don't license them. They're normally unlicensed. And if you go to shows where they do things like this, so they will preview stuff like this at toy fairs, and underneath it, it will say license approved or waiting a license approved, meaning that's what it will look like once they get the license. And it'll be there, it'll be up in its full scale, it won't just be a picture. And that is exactly what happens with part work. So the test runs we get haven't been licensed, and that is why we don't get a full test, a full run, if you know what I mean, with them. And it's quicker to get licensing for things than others, if you know what I mean, which is why we had, I think, the Titanic and that instantly, because they had licensing for it. But licensing is a big thing, especially when it comes to movies, because I found out this week with the RoboCop build is the faceplate that we're going to be getting. So we're going to get the face, obviously, of Robo, but it's going to be slightly different than Peter Weller's look-alike. So it's not going to look exactly like him. This is because of licensing. So they can license. They've got the license for RoboCop, but they couldn't get his likeness license, which means they had to change it somewhat. So it's not going to be perfect, if you know what I mean. And this is the problem that they have with a lot of licensing, especially with the Alien as well, because I think Sigourney Weaver actually owns some of the licensing for Aliens. And if anyone doesn't know about the Alien, about licensing and stuff, they have to license everything, and it has to be licensed in individual countries. So they could get the license for, say, the Alien build in France. If they want to bring out here in the UK, they then have to get another license. They can't just. They have to get a different license for the same thing, though, but for it to be released out over here, and it happens all the time. So that's why we get exclusive stuff. So if you collect like pop stuff like this, and you get exclusives that don't come out here in the UK, it's to do with licensing. It's because they're not licensed to do stuff. It's happened, you can import them. That's fine. You can import it like we are. But there are certain things coming out. I think it's Masters of the Universe. There's some Masters of the Universe figures coming out. No, sorry. My mistake. It's Gargoyles. Now, if you've ever seen the Gargoyles series, it's on Disney Plus. It was in the 90s. It was quite big. They're bringing out a lot of figures for this in America, but not here in the UK. Why? Because they can't get the license here. And so I've got a funny feeling Hogwarts Express hasn't come out because of licensing, and it's held it right up. Jay, hopefully I'll get issue 2 of the Dollhouse. Eddie Stobart this week on the refresh my channel artwork to reflect the build changes on my channel. Yes. Are you collecting it from the newsagents, or I think you're subscribing, aren't you, to the Dollhouse? Because everyone's just gotten, I think everyone's just gotten their subscription, haven't they? And that's what it does. If Mark's still in here, that's how it works with Hachette and the newsagents. So newsagents are ahead by a 1 issue, I think. So everyone got issue 2 this week, and we get it. I mean, we get issue 2 this week. Everyone had it. I think it was like Saturday. Everyone got there. So they got issue 2. So basically, issue 2, you get the subscription probably a couple of days before the last issue you get in that box, if you know what I mean. So I think the next box is 3, 4, 5, and 6. And people on subscription will get it as issue 6 comes out in the newsagents. So you're sort of 1 issue ahead for a week. That's how it's always worked. It's a pain. On the other hand, after starting the 917 and working on the Excel one again, it's a great feeling. Yeah, it is nice to sort of just go away and then come back, and you get that energy again, which is good. Where was my Harry Potter invite, Kev? I was Harry Potter obsessed. You know the rule. Help a podcast, a partner out crime. Yeah. Hey, mate, I'm going in March. It's going to be absolutely a great, yeah. I'm still here. Hi, Mark. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a weird one. And it's always worked like that with Hachette. The only time they were ever ahead was during the very, very first lockdown with the Terminator. But at the end, news agents finished before subscribers did. So it sort of worked its way up. It's always been like that. Lots of people don't understand why it's like that. I don't understand either. Eagle Moss are the only ones. Now, when they were bringing out in the news agents, your subscription, I think you were like a month ahead on the Eagle Moss subscription, though a month ahead, like 4 issues, I'd say, ahead than people that collected in the news agents. So everyone liked that fact. But Hachette have never done that. I think the Agostini they used to bring it out at the same sort of time. I think they were slightly ahead, but with Hachette, they've always been behind subscribers. And I think their argument is, well, you get the free gifts. And I think that's their argument. You know, people, news agents don't get. Remember as well, if you're subscribing and an issue mucks up or is broken or anything like that, you basically you get a free issue, don't you? If you subscribe, they send you the issue for nothing. But if you get from the news agents, that doesn't happen unless you know a workaround. Like I will get from the news agents for now, but subscribe from issue 2, the Eddie Stovart news agents, so I move and then go from there. Yeah. Just remember, you can always get it from the news agents when you move, Jay. Just go to any news agents and ask them. I'm sure they can get them in. In fact, I know they can get them in. All they've got to do is make a phone call, and they can start. You can start collecting it from any issue, any back issue, which they'll order in. But any issue moving forward, if you know what I mean, they'll send you the latest issue. Any back issues, they will send at a later time. It's weird, but yeah, there's always that option, and you can subscribe from any point as well. So yeah, there's loads of options. Also as well, Jay, remember you can buy the individual issues off of the web shop. So if you don't want to subscribe and you're not in a news agent's, you can always as well just pick the issues up straight off their web shop. But I will warn you, if you do that, make sure you get the issues straight away. And they do update it all the way through, but they tend to sell out really quickly, and then they tend to end up on eBay for 20 quid an issue, which is ridiculous. Hi Chris. How are you? I'm building the Route Master. Hiya. Yeah, I've done the Route Master. It's a really good build. The only problem I had with mine was the electrics, and anyone who built it will probably tell you the same thing. It was to do with the soldering, and I hope they've rectified that, because that was a big issue when it first came out. But mine isn't wired up, but it looks absolutely marvelous. I'm really happy that I built that one. So happy that I built the Route Master. I said that I need to get it out actually, because we're building units in our bedroom, and it's actually sitting on a desk in our room. So it's going to move. When I move it out, I'm going to do a big video on it, on the end result. But I absolutely love the Route Master. I would have loved it more if it was lit up. But things is, I say that I would love it if it was lit up. My Terminator there, I don't think I've had lit since before I finished it. I think it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Oh yeah, you just started the Titanic. Did you get the subscription? Because they've all started coming through now as well for subscribers, because that comes out in the news agents every 2 weeks, doesn't it? The Titanic. Boiling the tires. Yeah, do you know what? I preferred the tires actually on the fast on the Dodge Charger, because it was 2 pieces. So you get the rubber bit and you put the 2 pieces together. It was the same way on the Ecto one. But yeah, pushing down on that rubber tire is a pain. I tried the water thing, but in the end we went with the hairdryer. It's a lot quicker. You just give it a few minutes blast on hot, and then you flip it over, do the same, and it really does sort of soften it really quickly. But I use the the hairdryer technique over than the water one, because obviously once again you've got water as well and everything else, and it just causes a mess. I see what Jay using the water, but I use, like I said, I use the hairdryer. And having a house full of girls, I've got hair dryers all over the place, and it was just it literally doesn't take very long to do. So you received it yesterday. Oh right, okay, cool. Could be worse. Could be the Jigs wheel, and that Jags wheel. Yeah, I remember that coming out when Eagle, was it Eagle Moss that brought it out originally? I can't remember now. It was a long time ago. It was a green one, if I remember rightly, and the spokes for the wheels were the same, and everyone had the same problem because you have to put the individual spokes in. I don't know why, but why couldn't they just make that as a whole? I don't know. I'm building the F40 Ferrari, but I don't have Vision 14 yet. Yeah, how is that coming along, the Ferrari? It's gone really quiet. I don't even think it's in the shops anymore. I used to see issues all the time. Ecto and the Porsche are in two parts, even though, yeah, I like the two parts. It's better. There's no heating of the tyre, because what you do have problem with the tyres is warping, and that even happens when you put them in water as well, or you heat it with a hairdryer. It can cause warping on the tyre, so you get a bulge on it. But yeah, relevering it red soft top, relevered. Yes, yeah. The Agora one is the soft top, isn't it? But I think another company did the green one, and I can't remember who did it. I think it was Eagle Moss, but I think it might have been D'Agostini. But I remember the spoke tires on it. Model Space had the grip. Yeah, it was Model Space. There you go. I knew someone know it. I remember it being out, but the wheels on that, if you can find videos on YouTube, they're the same. Individual spokes. Yeah. All right, mate. Take care. I'll speak to you later. But yeah, there's that. So yeah, so going right back, so we all get off track. The Hogwarts Express, like I say, I do know it's coming out, but I've got a funny feeling it's now down to licensing. I don't really know why. That would be Warner Brothers, wouldn't it, that own that? Or, you never know. It could be the train company that owns it, the people that build it. There's all, like, you know what I mean? There's all like there's different things to consider when they do these part works and stuff. So I did a video just on one wheel. So hard. Yeah. I'm glad I'm really not doing that one, because it looks an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I don't understand why they couldn't produce that. I'm wondering whether because of the building of it, if you know what I mean, the processing of making it was too difficult, so that's why they asked you to put the spokes in. But yes, very, very difficult. Hi, anyone? Kit wheel is the same as the Dodge Charger. Yeah. So I think it comes in two pieces, doesn't it? So you get the rubber, and then the rubber tire, and then you get the two bits, and they just sort of clamp together. Much easier way than pushing it down, because not only that, you're out in your hand trying to push it as well. And I found that if you don't heat it enough, that's why I chose not, because we're going back now. So it was when we done the Route Master and the Dodge Charger. Yeah, when my wife done the GT 500 Dodge Charger was the same. And we tried it in the boiling water, and it was in there for ages, and it was boiling hot, straight from the kettle. And it just wouldn't go down. So that's why I turned to the hairdryer, which was easier because it just heated it straight up. But yeah, pain. Eddie Stover is probably the toughest tire to get on. Looking forward to the Disney Dollhouse. Be something different. Yeah. I mean, why said we're going to do it? I'm going to put it on the channel. The channel is the Nexus. And so if you know what a Nexus is, it's a hub for everything. It's normally what computers run through. So in computer jargon, a nexus is a focal point where everything goes like runs through, and that's a nexus. So that's me, it's a focal point. So I finished my Lego Exo 1 and it's fantastic. I was in game this week and I saw the Exo 1 Lego in there and I was like, that's quite impressive. Actually I was talking to my wife actually saying I'm gonna get some Lego to build on the channel to do a live build for Patreons. So that might be good. So I might get some. I've seen quite a lot of actually some nice Lego, especially Lego Technic and stuff like that. I can get hold of. And I was thinking of doing the Dodge Charger, the Lego Dodge Charger. That would be quite good. But I think the one we're going to get to try to build live for patrons is is it Hogwink, the bird from Harry Potter. And it's quite a big Lego set, and it flaps its wings and everything. So I was thinking I might get that because my wife would love that, and I'll build it on live Patreon for people. I think that'd be quite cool. And if that works out, I'd like to do some more Lego maybe, because there's loads of options out there for Lego. I mean, it's a bit like the Playmobil stuff. There's just loads and loads of options there to have. So. Yeah, I was thinking of getting the 18 van to have a look at that. Headwink, that's it. Well done, John. You know your Harry Potter. I know it, but I'm not up there with my wife and the kids. But yes, it's a big Lego set. I think it's up to about here of the owl, and the wings move as well. You can make it flap, which I think is really cool. So it has a mechanism in it, and I think that would be quite cool to have on a live build. So yeah, I do the Lego Empire State live on Twitch. Yeah, so I was thinking of doing it live on YouTube for patrons and doing a live build in Lego. That way it's less. I find that I panic and I worry when I do live builds for my part works, because like I said, I edit them. There's a reason why, because the language, especially if something doesn't go right. So yeah, there's that aspect. But I think with Lego, it's a little bit more click and play, isn't it? It's a little bit more click, easier to build, quicker to put together. So yeah, and I've just found out that they do Star Trek Lego. There's a company in Germany who I'm going to see if they can ship to the UK that do Star Trek Lego, officially licensed Star Trek Lego. And I was thinking, ooh, they actually look really good. It's called Blue Brick, BIXX, Blue BIXX, Brack or something like that. It's called. It's a German company, and they do loads of Lego stuff, not official Lego, but block building. And they've got loads of official Star Trek stuff. And I was thinking I might grab some. I think someone told me about it today. And I looked into it and I was like, oh my God, where has all this been? It's all been out for about a year already. And I'm like, I've not seen any of it on YouTube. I've not seen any of it about. Why am I only finding out about this now? What's going on? We all saw your Ellen. Exactly. You know how bad it is. It's amazing that I can get through some of these builds by editing them. But yeah, that was an absolute disaster. So I've decided I'm not going to do a live stream part work build unless it's very, very simple. But I said I will do them, and it'll be Lego and stuff like that, and maybe even Playmobil, because obviously Playmobil, when you get it in a box, it's all in parts. You have to build everything. You have to put the tires together, the dash, the steering wheel, the doors, are everything. You have to build it all. So yeah, exactly. It's a nice pot. It's quite big. I saw it in a B&M when they had it, and I think it was like 30 quid or something. And I was just saying to the wife today about it, and she was like, okay, so that's the green light. So I'm hoping to get things like that. I've seen some really good Lego Technic as well. and they can get into the big bucks. I think there was an excavator. I've seen an excavator, and it's like £200 or £300. I won't get big ones like that because of space and everything, but definitely ones like the Harry Potter stuff and some smaller Technic stuff as well. Something that will take me about 40 minutes to build, that sort of thing. I'm not looking to do one that's like takes a few videos, although I may do. I have seen actually something that I would like, and that is the Helicarrier. So they do the Marvel Helicarrier, and that is something I would really like to build. And it just opens it up a little bit, doesn't it? It means it's more variety on the channel, and more content and stuff like that. And that's all good at the end of the day. Yeah, thanks, Kirst. I do want the big RC Technic bulldozer. Yeah, that's the one I was saying about. I think it's like £300 over here, probably even more than that actually. There was a shop actually near us that does toys, and they had the blue Bugatti Veyron, and it was like £400. And the box was about the size of that telly. It was huge. But the money, yeah, it's yeah. I like the Lego flowers and Adidas trainers. Yeah, all of that. All of that. I've seen loads of stuff out, and I thought, we do Lego, and my wife builds Lego, and the kids have got some, and I thought we'll get some nice sets. I can build them live for Patreons, and they'll love it. And so that's what I'm going to do. So as soon as I can get a set in, which might even be next week, I will do that. So yeah. There's like I said, there's some stuff coming this week, and I've got some stuff coming the following week as well to do, and I've got some stuff to preview as well with all the Star Trek stuff. Like I said, if you're not a Star Trek fan, it's probably the best time to try and get into it. It's the year of Star Trek. Like I said, there's 5 new series coming out this year on Star Trek, and they're bringing out loads of toys, so the toy shelves are going to be full of it, just like with the Star Wars stuff. And it's it's going to be mad, and I'm going to get everything, all the costumes, the little props, all the stuff that they do and bring out. I'm going to try and get hold of everything for the channel, and that'll be cool. But the big white excavator had awesome engineering for functions. Yeah, I don't think it was white. The one I saw was yellow. But yeah, there is some big sets, like I said, that I would like to do, like the Helicarrier. I think that would be a really, because it's in a huge box, and I know that would probably take a few videos, and I said I wouldn't want to do something like that, but something like that I would love to build. We'll never know. So anything could happen. Anything could happen. But that's something that I would like to build on the channel as well. So we've got more of a variety on the channel, because Partworks ain't going to be around forever. My hands, especially with Partworks and that, probably ain't going to last forever. I mean, my knees are already gone. That's another thing as well. I'm going to see my osteoarthritis consultant this week, or next week, I think it is actually. It's next week. It's next week. Just trying to think there. Because I'm supposed to have another operation. So I've had 5 operations on my right knee. I'm supposed to have another one on my left. So that was 2020. And they said it would be about a year. And here we are. I'm still waiting. So that could happen this year. I doubt it with everything that's been pushed back. So it'll probably be next year. But there's all of that as well, and if I have to stay in overnight, that puts a buffer on everything as well, so and that. But I don't build Partworks with my legs, so that's good. But I do suffer with arthritis, so I know eventually things like model. This is another reason why I've got loads of Warhammer and Warhammer 40k and all that sort of stuff, and Age of Sigmar and stuff like that. And it's the painting that I struggle with now. So I really do struggle with that painting. But yeah, Burgess, when I get an apartment, I can finally work on my plastic model stash. Yeah, I've got. I'll have to do a video of it of the amount of Warhammer shame pile I've got, because my brother bought me some for Christmas. It's just sat out there still in its wrapper. I'm going to do a video out, I think, soon on the box that I've got, which is a really good one. It's a Domination one. It's really good. Yeah, loving the Dodge Charger part work from Panho. Yep, I'm hoping that is back on the channel in February. So I think it's the first week of Feb. I'm going to start rebuilding that because I need to really get on with it. It's sitting there. I need to really start doing it. But that one's more of a labour of love instead of putting it straight out. So that will probably just appear when it appears on the channel once a week, because I want to try and, like I said, I want to try and keep Monday to Wednesday just for part works, and the rest of the week for everything else, really. I have no cartilage, both knees, bones chafing on both knees. Yeah, yes, the joys of our. Yeah, I've got. It's called Condymalacia pallata, so it's a deterioration of the cartilage. So I've got cartilage in my knee, but I won't have for very much longer. And that is when it's just overuse of the knees, is what they say. Now, years and years ago, I used to be a mechanic. I was a postman before I do my job that I do now for Royal Mail, but I was a postman. So going up and downstairs and walking about and everything. And yes, if anyone wants to ask, I was that postman who used to wear shorts in the snow, in the rain, in the car. I used to wear shorts all the time. I was that, yeah, shorts and t-shirt all year round. You'll be surprised at how warm you get when you start walking. You're very surprised. But yes, I am that I was that postman. I think I have Phoebo. Yeah, a friend of ours has Phoebo as well. Yeah, I know that's really bad. Anyone can get to a doctor someday. Yeah, a friend of ours is debating about giving up work because she has that. So yeah, I understand that totally, Burgess. Yeah, but yeah, my knee. The funny thing was, right. So I went to my doctors. My doctor's a vet. My doctor's very, very truthful with me. She said, "I will never be pain free. Thanks. Doesn't matter if I have a knee replacement or anything. I'll never be pain free." And and my consultant said I have the knees of a 70-year-old. And I'm not even 40 yet. So yeah, it is what it is, and you just have to get on with it, really, don't you? You just have to keep going. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. So, or not. I won't tell you a list of what. Yeah, we've all got problems. We're all old. We're all old. We've all got problems. Age does creep up on you, that's for sure. Because my wife has got problems as well, and she said when you get to 30, that's when it happens. And I was running around doing everything. When I was 30, I had like a niggling pain in my knee, and that's what kicked it off. So yeah, but I'm hoping it all works its way out. It will do eventually. But like I said, with part works now, because I do get arthritis in my hands. I don't know if you can see it there. There's a lump just here. That's arthritis. I don't know if you can actually make that out. Can you make that out? There's like a kink in my finger, and it's on that one as well. It's like a lump. I've been told that is arthritis. So I know eventually I will struggle to do the part works, but I'm hopefully by then I won't be doing any, and I'll be doing other things like Lego and figure reviews and belt reviews and all that sort of stuff that I like. So I like a bit of everything, me, and I want my channel to represent that as well. That's what I want. So yeah, felt super old since my teens. It happens. But yeah, like I said, I want my channel to be a bit of everything. I want you to come to the Nexus and be like, oh, what's he doing this time? And not think, oh, he's just doing another part work. Oh, it's another model. I want my channel to be something where you can probably get a bit of everything. And I hope that's what I'm going to do. You know, going out places, videoing, the gaming, the wrestling, the figure reviews and stuff like that, and especially the 1/6 scale stuff. I really want to get back into this again because I did collect this for a very long time, and I stopped because I sort of I come in and out of collections. So I've got my wrestling belts up on the wall. Many people have seen them. And I used to collect them when my first daughter was born, so back in 2006. And I had about 25 belts. I'm nearly at that stage now, actually. And then I sold them all for, you know, needs must. Then I started collecting Transformer figures. So I had every single Transformer figure from the movies, the new movies, right up till Dark and the Moon. Then I sold them all for a lot of money. Then I started collecting Hot Toys, and I got out of that, and I sold all my Hot Toys, and I bought my wrestling belts with them. And I've now gotten to the point where I'm comfortable now with everything, with everything really. So it means I can now keep a lot more of my stuff without sort of selling or getting rid. So I'm at that stage where I can now buy more stuff, if you know what I mean. So yeah, DC models. Wait until you get a part, it gets even worse. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I started to collect total tarots. Yes, we were looking at that, and it's the sort of thing that my wife's into. But she said she's got a lot of tarot cards anyway, and she already knows how it all works and everything. So she said, we're not doing that one. But it's like she done the Mind, Body and Soul collection when that came out a couple of years ago from D'Agostini. That was a good collection. That was where you got the tarot cards, you got the stones, and you got loads of other stuff as well. Essential oils and all that sort of stuff. Joe, did you CBD oil? Nothing else takes the pain away. Yeah, we're all doped up here. We do like our CBD oil. Actually, in fact, give me a second. No. I actually got Jelly Baby CBD ones. So they're all over the place. These are actually really nice. My wife doesn't like them, but yeah, they're all right. But there, that little dolly mix. Yeah. Yeah, it's all hit and miss. I mean, I'm on tramadol at the moment, and that works. But eventually that won't, because I've been on things like naproxen and everything else, and they work for a while, and then obviously your body gets used to it, and then it stops working. At the moment, tramadol is working for me, but I am topping it up with hemp and CBD stuff and stuff like that. So it works. Anything like that works. But like I said, I've been told that it's very hit and miss. The tramadol doesn't work for my wife. The CBD does. The CBD sort of works every so often, but the tramadol really does work for me. But yeah, it's all just yeah. I'd like to join your wrestling stream, but I think it's on a Sunday morning and I can't do that. I enjoy the playback. Yeah, me and Dan do that once a week. We do the wrestling. It's it's a big passion of mine. So I'm passionate about a lot of things really: Marvel, Star Trek, Star Wars, and stuff like that. Who's watching the new Book of Boba Fett? I think that's really good actually. I'm enjoying that. Evening, John. Yeah, take it easy. Have a nice week in yourself, mate. Thank you for coming on. But yeah, I just I want the channel to be more open with lots more stuff. So over the next sort of 12 months, we'll probably see a lot more stuff coming to the channel. Well, I know I will. So yeah, I'm not moving away from Partworks. Partworks is still going to be a main part of the channel, but we are calming down a lot of things because there's a lot of things I've got going that is going to come to an end altogether. So that would be the Enterprise build, the Iron Man, Dodge Charger, Alien build, and Robocop. 5 of my builds that I'm building all end at the same time, within the same year. So I think it's 2024. 5 of my builds finish all at once. And then I probably won't know what to do with myself. But I'm hoping by then I will have other stuff on my channel which will take some burden off that. But like I said, there's other stuff coming out. I'm hoping that they bring the Batmobile tumbler out, which they tested in Italy. So I'm really hoping for that. There's a new part work coming out from Eagle Moss that I want to get. So that will obviously carry on with that one. So there's always something. There's always something coming out. I know that they're Hachette have brought out a few now, but I've got a funny feeling there's probably going to be a few more builds coming out from them, part work wise. The Disney Dollhouse is like an extra one that they would have done, I think, because when I count them, I do other stuff, if you know what I mean. So yes, DC Models, thank you for coming along. Thumbs up, mate. Lovely. Look, I'm going to go now. Thank you all so much for coming on and talking. I absolutely love coming on Sunday and talking to you guys. It's been absolutely amazing, as always. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. And obviously, like always, we will see you